I'm reading The Adventures of Mr. Bluefish. Once upon a time there was a fish named Mr. Bluefish. He was playful and he loved to swim fast and jump high into the air. Mr. Bluefish would spend his days swimming the lazy, sparkling stream that flowed through the mountains. One of his favorite pastimes was having a chat with his friend Melvin the Moose. Melvin was a large moose with grand antlers, a huge soft nose, and kind brown eyes. Melvin would come down to the stream for a drink of sparkling clear water and visit Mr. Bluefish. Melvin had once saved Mr. Bluefish from being caught by a skilled fisherman. They loved to share their experiences. Once, a giant snapping turtle had almost ripped off Mr. Bluefish's tail. However, he was a fast swimmer and swiftly left that turtle in the weeds. Melvin was fond of exploring the forest, but he was always getting into jams. One day, Mr. Bluefish said, "Melvin, you smell stinky." Melvin responded, "Well, I was poking my nose in a hollow log, and suddenly this awful spray hit me. It was a skunk. That bushy-tailed skunk took off in a hurry when I stomped my hoof. Sorry about the smell," said Melvin. They would laugh and laugh about their adventures. One particular late afternoon, Mr. Bluefish was doing some mini jumps out of the water when suddenly he noticed a canoe with two people floating down the stream. "Oh no," thought Mr. Bluefish. "What is that stretched across the canoe? It looks like a long gun." Mr. Bluefish had seen hunters before, walking along the edge of the stream, but he had never seen them in a canoe. Just then, Mr. Bluefish noticed Melvin coming down to the water for a drink. The hunter slowly raised his rifle while the other man steadied the boat. Mr. Bluefish acted quickly, just as the man was ready to pull the trigger. Mr. Bluefish made a wild jump and landed in the hunter's lap. The gun went off, but it was aimed into the sky. The surprised hunter sputtered, grabbed Mr. Bluefish, and threw him back into the water. "Whew! That was close," said Mr. Bluefish, as his heart sounded rapidly. "I could have been a fish dinner." However, everyone knows that bluefish taste like slimy worms. Mr. Bluefish jumped again and saw that Melvin had disappeared into the woods. Several hours later, when it was dusk and the canoe with the hunters had paddled away, Melvin came up to the water's edge. Mr. Bluefish swam up and muzzled Melvin's nose. Melvin said in his deep voice, "Thank you for saving my life." Mr. Bluefish responded, "Aw, shucks, that's what friends are for."